guys? We are back. This is the Juice Box with episode 1,000,000. I'm done numbering them. We hit 100, and that's that. I can't keep up with it. It's too many numbers to remember. My brain is not big enough. Big Czar, what's up?
I like that. I respect that move. I mean, you're right. 100, we're here. We made it.
Yeah, we're here. I mean, we don't need to tell everyone what episode it is anymore. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, for new listeners, maybe, but sorry. You know, we're done past the numbering.
Yeah.
So here we are.
103.
103.
Yeah, 103.
For our new listeners, it's 103, but I'm done with numbering. How you doing today, Harry Slider?
I'm great.
Yeah? Good to be here?
Good to be back. I think I'm going to sit in each of the different seats here.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
I'm more than halfway there.
So I'm just going to have to, like, be absent one day, and then you can sit over here.
Exactly.
Just kind of feel out the whole, get the full effect of it all.
I was thinking on my way here, I was like, I might sit in Jake's seat tonight because I haven't ever sat somewhere else. Like,
No,
it'd be weird. It'd be weird vibes if I was in another seat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thought about it.
I don't know how it would go either. I mean, I think I'm like happy with my seat. I don't want to sit anywhere else.
I think I'd be extremely uncomfortable, to be quite honest.
I think it's keep me on my toes, which is good.
Yeah.
Something different every time.
Yeah.
So for our listeners who weren't here behind the scenes before we just started, me, Bubba, and Czar were sitting down here just kind of, doing our little pregame bullshitting going on. And there's a big crash upstairs.
Large.
It wasn't
large.
just like a little like, oh, the house is cracking. It was like a big crash. And we're like, what is up? Like Czar got his keys and everything, like ready to start stabbing people. And just out of nowhere, two nice little things Jake has on the wall just fell off.
Yep.
Out of nowhere.
Just fell off the wall. And like, mind you, they weren't like, like a lot of times people hang things on the wall like on a screw or a hook or something. These things were fucking like, what do you call those?
I don't know.
Like the sticky tape type things.
Yeah, there's three.
They were 3M'd to the wall.
3M to the wall.
I've never heard that, but apparently that's what they're called.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're 3Ms, right?
Yeah.
I'll look up, but yeah, they were they were 3M to the wall, and then it's just very weird. I mean, talk about spooky season, honestly.
Yeah, seriously, I was saying like, honestly, if I would be here alone, I would have dipped out that back door over there. I probably wouldn't have gone upstairs. I would have done one of those things where I like got a good surrounding perimeter on the house and made sure that like I was on the outside of whatever danger could potentially be there.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Do you guys like ever like wake yourself? Do you ever have a terrible dream and you're like wake yourself up in the middle of the night and you're just laying there like terrified?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like the other night, I just woke up screaming. Okay, and sometimes it happens and I don't know why. Like I don't remember the dream, but this time I can't remember where I was, but it was like a weird like zombie apocalypse was going on, and my hand was getting bitten off by like a chimpanzee, and I just like woke up screaming, and I was just like terrified, and I just couldn't fall back asleep.
That's very
after that.
detailed. I mean, that happens. See, there's like a week string when it happens like every night, like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Yeah, and then you're fucked because you never you wake up tired. You never get that sleep back.
Yeah, I don't sleep very well, and normally it is because I'm having some kind of fucked up dream. I'll be quite honest with you. Like, I'll be honest with everyone, all of our listeners. I was like habitual smoker for like 8+ years, and I'm not talking cigs, I'm talking weed. And as soon as I quit, I went cold turkey, like stopped smoking. Holy fucking shit! Like
Really,
Bad
the
dreams?
dreams were insane. I'm talking like so realistic that like my whole next day would be like ruined.
Okay.
Like because my mind was just dwelling so hard on what I had experienced in my
I've
sleep.
had that happen before, definitely.
It's not fun.
But it was all the time. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I can honestly say that it's been 3+ years since I quit, and like my dreams have since then always been crazy. Like it's settled down a little bit, but yeah, more often than not, I have like weird, vivid dreams, and it sucks. Like I can tell you what I had one last night, fucking wild. I was at my house. We have a deck off the side of our house, and it's like high up in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the woods, like the tree lines right there, and then you're down in the thick woods, and I'm just chilling out there on the deck with my family, and all of a sudden, fucking mountain lion comes out of the trees. And I start freaking out. I'm like, everyone get in the house, like get in the fucking house. But then my 2 cats, my pets, run out to like confront the mountain lion. I'm like,
dang, they're loyal.
Yeah, they are. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing though? I'm like, and then the dream, like it just kept going. And like I said, it was so realistic. I ended up having to shoot this mountain lion to death.
Whoa.
And I don't even own a gun.
You just like pulled out
I just pulled out a gat and just off the mountain lion.
Dang.
Wild.
Pretty badass though.
It was, but
also sad.
Me, exactly.
Yeah.
Me as an animal lover.
Yeah, I know.
I instantly, like, even in the dream, I was so sad.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Like, don't want to kill an animal.
Oh, well, speaking of freaking wild animals, this week, all right, you know Hazel. She's little cute, like happy dog, like just wants to be friends with everyone. There was 2, not 1, 2 dogs on the loose in my freaking neighborhood this week. And not little dogs, big barking dogs.
Ooh.
So the one, like, luckily, she was in the fence, and the one came running up, and he was just kind of sniffing around. He was fine. But then we went for a walk, and I mean, this big freaking black dog, I don't know what he was, like, some kind of bully dog. Like, he's barking and just sprints right at freaking Hazel.
Oh God.
And I pick her up, like, and I hold her like I'm curling her like this, and she's like laying flat. She doesn't know what's going on. And then the dog comes up to me like guns a-blazing, and then he stops, like he wasn't doing anything. I think he was just a barker. But like, one, it's not that hard to keep your dog in where it's supposed to be.
Right.
And 2, I was saying, like, if that was a mean dog and it like latched onto Hazel, I would have no issues just killing it right on the street.
Oh, yeah.
Kick it right in the head. Yep.
Seriously. Like, and I'm a dog lover, but like, you got to draw the line.
You got to draw the line. I'm 100% with you.
I'd go straight ape shit on it.
Yeah, I'd go for its neck.
Yeah. Because like, I don't know. And then I start thinking, it's like, people need to be like, I know shit happens. Like, people think dogs get loose sometimes, cats get loose sometimes.
It's
but
crazy.
you got to be a little more responsible.
You got
Absolutely.
to. We can honestly say, and I think this goes for both ways, like, probably I'd say over, I don't know. I can't be that statistical here. I don't know. Some percentage of pet owners, though, shouldn't own pets.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Some percentage. But you could say the same for fucking humans with kids. There's a big portion of humans that probably shouldn't have children either.
Yeah. Like, I was walking Hazel still, and then this van came down the alley, like real chill, and she was like, hey, did you see a white dog? So this was the other dog that was on the loose. And I was like, oh, yeah, like he was on my street a little bit ago sniffing around. But she was like real chill about it. Like, if my dog's on the loose and I don't know where she is, like, I'm freaking out.
Right.
Like, I'm in straight panic mode. Sometimes I think people like don't care if they end up finding them or not. They're like, oh, the dog's out. Maybe we'll find him.
I don't think some people do care. I think you're right. I think
That's a shame.
I don't know what it is. Because I can't speak personally, and I know you're the same. You're an animal lover. Bubba, are you an animal lover?
I am.
Good.
I haven't owned a pet since I was like 7.
Yeah.
But in general, yeah.
Yeah, but like, do you feel like some people just get pets like for the novelty of it?
Yeah.
They don't actually care.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I don't have a pet. Because, I mean, it's a lot of...
It's a lot of responsibility.
In Morgantown, I wasn't there that much. It's like, why do you put them through that?
Yeah. And it seems though, like when someone is doing it for that sense, especially a dog, for some reason they feel the need like to get like a pit bull or something.
Yeah.
It's like
Seriously.
it's never like someone went and got a frickin' I don't know, a Pomeranian for the novelty of it. They go to get a freaking big badass pit bull and get one of those spiked collars and shit.
And don't get a fence. And don't listen to the restrictions.
They don't get a fence. They don't
lose it.
It's like, come on.
I always found it annoying, and like maybe it was just me, but like speaking of Morgantown, I felt that you shouldn't get a pet while you're in college.
Yeah.
I always found like the people that did that, I thought it was just a little irresponsible.
I
Morgantown's
agree.
not a good town for a pet.
Especially if you live in like an apartment complex.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, I mean, they have nowhere to go. That's
And it's like, I think about times back at Greg's, and it's like,
thank God.
nobody was coherent enough to
Yeah.
take care of a dog a lot of the time. So it's like, God knows what would have happened. You know what I mean? It could have got let out.
Dude, I mean,
whatever.
you see that very often in Morgantown. People start posting all like, pet got loose, whatever, can't find it. And like, how do you think that happened?
Yeah.
It's because you're like 19, 20, 21, and you weren't paying attention. You could have been drunk or whatever, and the dog got out because you're just not responsible enough. Plain and simple. Same with cats. So many people get cats down there, and then the cat just is gone.
See, my roommate had a cat.
Yeah.
He lived in Morgantown. But they can like self-sustain most of the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Cats can, but they're also like, if you're trying to have an indoor cat, they want to get out.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like, you got to be cognizant of that.
My roommate's cat loved like the asphalt. It was something about that. So he would just like run down and then flop and then
Onto the, and like what, like rub around.
Rub around, yeah.
Dude,
couldn't get enough of it.
That's such a fucking cat thing. My one cat's the same way about like just our driveway. Yeah, just flops onto the driveway, just loves it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. And you know what? Like, I mean, hell, I could talk about dogs and cats all day long. So if we do, we do. But Hazel is very cat-like.
She is.
So, but in the sense, you know how like when cats are, because I've never owned a cat, but I've been around them. They're like when they decide to like love up on your leg or something, they like purr a little bit, like that loving purr. She literally, if we're laying in bed or something and she like wants love, she literally like she purrs. And I'm like, dude, like this is crazy. Like I swear to God.
Really?
I don't want to say she purs, but she makes like a
she's
a constant little under her breath noise.
Right.
And I'm like, you are a cat. Very weird.
That is a little strange, but I think
she does it.
I think it's cute.
Oh, it's very cute. I love that freaking dog, man.
I love. I'm a huge cat guy, so like, cats purring, it just brings me so much joy.
It is. It's very cute when they do that.
My cat I have now, he's an old boy now, or getting older, I should say. I don't want to call him old yet, but we've actually just found him. He just showed up one day out of the woods. Like, we weren't going to keep him, this and that, and we ended up keeping him. He's got a purr unlike any purr I've ever heard on a cat. It is, like, so high-pitched and so loud, but it's, like, the cutest thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just fucking love that guy. He's awesome.
What's his name?
Toby.
Old Toby. That's a great cat name, honestly.
It is, yeah. It's a good cat name. It's so funny, like, I don't know, at the time, I was young when we found him. I wanted to name him Kobe. I don't know why. I don't even like the NBA. I mean, I like Kobe Bryant.
Old Kobe the cat.
And everyone's like, no, we're not naming him how about Toby? All right, Toby works. That's fine.
I guess that was a nice compromise.
Yeah, it was meant to be because he's a Toby.
In hindsight, like Toby's way better than Kobe for a cat.
Dude, 100%.
Could you imagine if someone named like a little Chihuahua like LeBron or something?
Right. LeBron stinks.
I hate LeBron.
Dude, if I was going home right now and calling my cat Kobe, I'd just be like, what the?
Be
fuck
like, what was I
doing?
thinking?
Yeah, exactly. What the hell was I thinking?
So moving on a little bit, what about this big social media crash this week? What do we think? What are our thoughts on this?
Loved it.
Yeah. But see, like you'll see on my morning milk episode tomorrow. It's like this whole big mass hysteria happens. Like, oh, Facebook is gone. It's deleted. And then like a couple hours later, it's back. It's like, you know what I mean?
Well,
it's like,
someone from Barstool said that something happened to the script.
Yeah,
data
I
or
saw
whatever,
that
and they're
on
like,
Twitter.
It's not coming back. And then it was up like a half hour after that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like all this big news is happening. Nothing's working. All social media is gone forever. And then 2 hours later, oh, just kidding. We're all back now. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was all for it though. I like to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
In that kind of sense. No, I don't really want to see the world burn.
But in a weird sense, we wouldn't even be able to watch it burn because we wouldn't be able to read what anyone was saying about it.
You make a good
You ever
point.
think about that
Yeah,
one?
I mean,
But did you feel a little bit better? I swear I felt like better
Yeah.
during that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And maybe it might be because people are like frustrated about it, but I was like, I'm
J-
happy.
Yeah, it's like now I don't feel the need to keep opening up Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
it was
in
pretty.
And Twitter's better anyway.
Never-ending
Yeah,
cycle. Yeah.
I would agree.
Would you say Twitter?
I'm a big Twitter guy.
Yeah, I like Twitter.
Because I was like, Twitter's better anyway.
No, I agree.
I'd say they all suck, but Twitter is a little bit
Definitely.
better.
I can
Yeah.
do without all of them except one, and that's TikTok.
It just sucks because
I
like,
love TikTok.
I don't. We probably never will go back to a time without something like that. But it'd be nice if just like everyone could just get on board for like
Dude,
even just
yeah,
a week.
Yeah. So me and Uncle AJ were just talking about this. I can't remember how it got brought up. I think I sent him a TikTok actually, of course. But it was like he's like, what if like all social media just turned off at like 6 p.m. until like the next day, and then you at least had like a time
Yeah.
period where you literally couldn't get on it.
I would love that.
I think I would
love
totally
that.
get behind
And
that.
I'm a hypocrite because the whole time also, and everyone on Twitter is like, it's great, fuck them. And then, as soon as it gets back on, everybody gets back on.
Yeah.
Right away. And I did too. But I was thinking, like, what if it would be like the GameStop stock stuff? And everyone was like, you know what? Fuck Facebook. We're all
Yeah,
gonna
everyone
delete it.
just everyone just
It would
banded
never
together.
happen. Like I said,
yeah.
everybody's hypocritical. It would never happen, but
Here-
that'd be great.
Here's why it wouldn't work is because a lot of people Facebook has become the social media that old people use.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
So it would be the old people that don't know that movement's happening, where everyone's like,
Yeah.
everyone's like, delete Facebook, and all the old people wouldn't have a clue
Yeah.
that was even going on.
Dude, and that that would be a huge shift in like what's going on because it'd be like no young people are on social media, but then it was all like grandparents on Facebook. It would just be a weird like.
It'd be funny.
It would be. It'd be such a change though. It's like
Because even my mom's like, "Did you see that on Facebook?" It's like, "No, I didn't see that on Facebook."
yeah,
Yeah, dude, trust me, I fucking hate Facebook, but I will admit it's very good for like groups.
Yeah.
Like I use
definitely.
Facebook to follow
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the Tunnel Green roller group, stuff like that.
everything, like events. Like it's become now, like if there's something going on at Wheeling, like I go on Facebook and see like when does that start.
Yeah, what times it starts,
Where's
stuff
that?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that. But man, it's such a love-hate thing because I'm blanking on the word here, but like it's just a habit. Like I will cycle through
Absolutely.
all of my social media apps like first thing in the morning or at different times in the day. Like I open one after the other and get caught up on each one.
Me too.
And every day when I open up Facebook and start scrolling through it, the same thought comes to my mind. I'm like, what are you like? Everyone that's on your timeline right now is just a whack job.
Well, and like I agree, it's such a love hate because I'm like that with Instagram too. Like I love it, like and seeing what people are doing, like seeing, but I fucking hate it. And can you imagine a reality where like you'd have to talk to people again? Like you have no
Yeah.
idea what people are doing,
Yeah.
so you'd have to actually like call people and ask them, what'd you do this week?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know.
Instagram got worse, and it was recently. It wasn't that long ago. I want to say maybe 5-6 months ago, maybe 7 months ago, they did that update to Instagram to where now because remember you would hit a point, you would just scroll on Instagram,
And you wouldn't be able to, yeah.
and then you would get to a point where you're like, all right, I saw that picture already.
Yeah.
Now you can scroll forever, and it just gives you content that's
Explore.
not
yeah.
that you're not even
Oh,
following.
I didn't know that. I really didn't.
It
'Cause they're
sucks.
stealing from TikTok.
And I find myself now, I'll be going through Instagram,
And
and
you're
all
like,
of a sudden,
what am I looking at?
all of a sudden, I'm like balls deep into all this content of people I don't even follow, just because I kept scrolling.
I literally never see. Like I'm so dumb sometimes.
it
Like I
used to
literally
be-
just didn't even know that was a thing.
well, it used to be, and it's still there. What is it called? It's the Discover page.
yeah.
The Discover
Oh,
page is still there.
I love the Discover
but
page.
now they've taken the Discover page and
And,
put
like,
it on your
put it
normal
on
feed.
there. Huh.
So once you get through the stuff you follow, it just continues on with other stuff now. And it'll say, there'll be like one little bar that separates it and it says, do you want to see older posts or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So that right there for me made Instagram way worse because now I'm consuming content that I don't necessarily want to see.
Now that I think about it, I think I'm truly, I think I'm go to the explore page more. Cause that's where I get a lot of like my Marvel news.
What did
and
I
shit.
say?
Discover, same thing.
That's Snapchat.
Same thing though. I knew what you meant.
I think I said it too.
Like I'm not like on my home page a lot. I might be on it for a minute and like scroll, see like whatever, and then I go to the explore page because that's where I find a lot of shit that I like. Like it's kind of like TikTok. I mean, it's caters.
It's so crazy. Yeah, it uses like analytics to cater to you.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude. Like my whole explore page is literally Mac Miller stuff and Blink 182 stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's it know me so
Mine's
well?
like models, like hockey videos.
Yeah,
and
mine's
like Mac Miller.
Mine's a lot of hockey stuff too.
Mine is literally Marvel stuff, like Star Wars, and then like stupid like pictures of Tommy Shelby with like with Tommy Shelby with like a quote. Like an inspirational quote on it that's not even something he
I
said.
I love those. Yeah,
yeah.
They're
great.
all like
But
Einstein. Like you never said that.
But for some reason, I don't know what it is. Like a picture of like Tommy Shelby like ripping a cig with some badass quote on it reels me in every time.
It's like social media is like the debt to society.
Yeah.
Like Albert Einstein.
Yeah, like stupid shit.
He's got Tommy Shelby or what's the actor?
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy. He's got just a look about him.
He's got swag.
He just draws you.
Yeah,
in.
like
I
he's just
100% agree.
You know what I mean? Like that's literally like this is not a joke. I literally it was right when COVID started, right when everyone was really freaking out, like whatever that was, March 2020.
Yeah.
That's when me and Jake started watching Peaky Blinders.
Great show.
Guess when I started smoking cigs.
Seriously? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't smoke. You guys know I don't smoke cigs. But like when we're drinking, I'll rip a cig, and it's literally because I watched that show.
Because when I was watching Mad Men a lot,
like,
all they do all day is drink like straight liquor and smoke cigs.
That's literally what I was about to say. I was like, damn, then you should never watch Mad Men or Boardwalk Empire because both of those shows. Well, it makes you think cig smoking is the coolest fucking thing.
But it does though, right?
I'm
like
sitting there like, why can't we drink at work? God damn it!
Yeah,
yeah,
so much cooler.
That's when you know you made it too. Like when you wake up, you go to your office and you have a fridge or whatever table with whiskey decanters.
Yeah, and no one
scotch.
can tell you if you can't have a drink or not.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh god dang, today's so stressful, and you just pour yourself a whiskey on ice.
Fucking little scotch on the rocks.
Yeah,
quick.
like that's when you know. Yeah, that's when you know you made it.
Have you ever seen Boardwalk Empire?
No, but I've heard it a million times.
Yeah,
and
it's
sure
great
it's
show.
fire.
It's a great show.
So good.
It's set in the 20s, and I think this is in Peaky Blinders too, right? Like when they pull out their cigs to smoke, they have like those custom cig
the metal ones.
cases,
Yeah.
like the gold metal ones. Those are sick.
Yeah, and then for some reason I don't know what. Maybe I don't know. But what was the aunt's name in Peaky Blinders? Polly, Paula, Polly, whatever.
Like
we all know who we're talking about.
I know
her cigs were like black. Do you remember?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I've only seen like 2 episodes.
Yeah, for some reason her cigs were like black, and I'm like, dude,
my
that's
grandmother
sick.
used to smoke fucking dark colored cigs like that.
It's
They were longer too.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, where can I get one of those? That's sick. And then that reminds me, yesterday I was talking to one of the guys from Smoker Friendly, and they're always trying to come out with like new ways to freaking ingest nicotine. Is that the right word? Ingest nicotine.
Intake it. I don't know.
Put nicotine in your body.
Put it in your body.
Yeah, whatever. And he said that they're coming out with like this thing where you have a cigarette and then there's this little metal piece or whatever, and you put a little bead in the metal piece and it like puts it up into the cigarette like a Camel Crush, where the bead is in the Camel Crush. And it's like of different flavored.
Oh god!
So you could have like flavored cigs. I'd be like, I was like, that's honestly sick.
I mean, that's a cool idea, but I bet it's just so unhealthy.
Oh god, yeah. Sure. Just shooting up a flavor bead into a cig.
That's so weird. Like,
imagine just like a blue raspberry cig. I don't know. He was trying to explain it to me quickly. something you like poke it. I don't know, but the thought, it's there.
Thought's pretty cool.
The thought's pretty cool. Like have a nice blue raspberry cig or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's what all smokers want. If you're smoking cigs or whatever, you always like want something flavored, right?
But that's where Jewel got in trouble, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be the downfall.
Well, yeah, and it's so weird because like all those vape pens, like Juul, like everyone started copying Juul. They only banned the flavored pods, but you can buy like flavored disposables, like those Vaporlax things that everyone smokes, which makes no sense to me.
Well, the whole reason for banning the flavored pods was because they were saying that was marketing to kids, right? The flavors.
Yeah,
Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah.
There's probably other reasons.
Well, that's basically it. Yeah.
Yeah. But then they have all these colored freaking disposable vapes with flavors like peach, apple, pear, and
they
shit.
Were like the top dog, I imagine.
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit. If I was Juul, I would have taken that to court.
Yeah,
Tried to fight it because that's just such a dumb argument. Like,
well, then what about flavored
kids
vodka?
were wanting exactly.
There we go.
And kids were wanting to smoke unflavored cigs before Juuls were a thing, anyways. Like that's just what kids fucking want to do, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
you know,
believe it or don't believe it, like everyone's been in high school, unless we have any listeners that haven't been in high school yet. But like,
don't smoke cigarettes.
I mean, you're gonna hit a point like if you're under the age of, if you're a middle schooler right now, you're gonna hit high school, and there's gonna be kids in your class that are like smoking cigs at like 15 and 16. You probably know kids that are doing it in middle school.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I knew kids in middle school smoking cigs.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
then
reality.
you're like, oh, those guys, they're freaking deadbeats. They're
Yeah,
so
those
bad.
guys are gonna end up in jail.
They're so bad smoking a cigarette over there. Now here I am, freaking getting googly eyed and then double fisting cigs.
It's all right. We are of age.
Yeah, whatever. It happens to the best of us.
Drunk cigs don't count.
I honestly agree. That's like drunk junk food. Like drunk
Yeah.
bad food, it doesn't count.
Drunk sheets.
I
Yeah.
truly do feel that way. Like I say that to myself when
Yeah.
I eat shitty food. I'm drunk. I'm like, this doesn't count towards my diet.
Yeah. Or if it's like a get together, like a
Yeah,
like a family get together, I'm like, oh well, I can eat all this crap. I mean, it's a party.
you can't. You can't be rude to
Yeah.
the people that supplied the food. I
Yeah.
mean, come on now.
Like you best believe at the party, I'm eating like the whole meat and cheese tray. I'm eating all the crackers, all that shit.
Fuck yeah. You can't insult your party hosts.
No.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Last Sunday, I DoorDashed a freaking whole tray of DiCarlo's pizza.
Nah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
Dude.
That's great.
It's weird because it's like one of those things on DoorDash. Like, you know how sometimes like a place is open and then just sometimes it's not for
Right.
some reason.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those, and it was open and I just pulled the trigger on it.
Downtown?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
downtown grew on me a lot over the years.
It's good.
It's
It
so
is. It's
good.
good. I just prefer Elm Grove
Yeah,
over, Patsy's, I should say.
for some reason I just haven't. Elm Grove was always my favorite, and then when it became Patsy's,
Stop getting
I
it.
don't know why yet, but yes, I just stopped getting it. But
I get so much hate because I never ate DiCarlo's. Well, when I was little, but for some reason I started hating it a lot. But I had like Patsy's a few nights ago, and I liked it a lot.
yeah,
So I might give it another try.
no, dude, yeah.
But I always said it was bad.
That shit's so fire, and like, my brother does not like it, and
I never, yeah.
and he doesn't like. It's not just Patsy's, and he doesn't like square pizza like that in general. So like even downtown, my family gets that Zontini's.
Oh,
is good.
see,
It's
I've
bomb.
always heard that was good too, which is
It's good.
I worked in Martins Ferry for a while, and for some reason I never got it.
There's a few of them that you would like. There was one in Shady Side, and then I can't remember what the one's called in Washington, PA, but it's really fucking good.
It's like the
It's
same
square,
like
style.
crunchy.
Yeah.
The one in St. C was really good. They've shut down now. Home Pizza. Did you ever have that?
No, I never did.
That one was really
Dude,
good.
there was one for a very short period of time in Elm Grove, down Kruger Street.
What the hell was
by
it called?
Pre-Insurance.
Yeah.
Was it Bruno's?
It was Bruno's.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Good ass
Holy
memory
fuck.
there, JT.
Dude,
I
yeah.
completely forgot
like,
about that place.
It
We
was
used,
good.
yeah,
I liked
it too because we used to get it, and I think it was like much cheaper than DeCarlo. Like I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
was their play because that wheeling like DeCarlo's is a staple.
It's just fucking
So if like
staple.
you want to try to do that, you have to have like an incentive.
Right.
So I think that's why like when we were younger, we got that while it was there because it was so much cheaper.
Enzio's was good too.
Yeah.
Dude,
Enzio's
not a lot of
really
people
good.
remember that place. That place was really good. That was
No
the
free ad
Figueretti's
sales.
owned that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so.
I honestly, I remember Fig, like, he would always have parties there, like birthday parties at Enzio's. I don't think I've ever actually eaten
Well,
there.
it makes
though.
me feel even older because Enzio was like a baby then, and now I don't know if he's in college or like late high school.
He's
but
got to be close.
yeah, it's crazy.
No, he probably is in college by now, or just starting.
College age, yeah.
Yes, around there. I don't know. That is what that place has been gone for a fucking
long time.
while,
Yeah.
like good while. It's what is it? A Geno's fucking
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Like
Freaking
every fucking
Geno's
gambling place.
Cafe.
one of fucking 50 that's around
Bro,
here. It's
oh
insane.
my god.
And they all do well. It's
I
just,
know,
what a
dude. It's
shame.
insane.
It's
shame.
literally every other business building, I swear, is a little cafe
It is.
with machines. Like,
Every bar here has machines. They have all those separate lilies and they all do well.
It's wild. It really is.
well, I mean, I look at it like that's like an addiction just as much as like drinking or
absolutely.
tobacco
I
is.
think it's clearly worse.
Yeah. Just from like, because being in the industry, it's like I look at those three things like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, it's crazy. Like, people will go to these machines at like 7 a.m. when they open.
Yeah, they're there.
And they're there the whole day.
Yeah, that's their day. They'll sit there all fucking day. I know people like that. It's honestly sickening. But it's such a weird, like you said, it's almost like it seems like every other building here in Wheeling is a Geno's or something.
Dude.
But it is. They have such a huge monopoly. Like you're seeing two different ones that are literally maybe 100 yards apart.
Dude, yeah, they're everywhere.
And
Like,
it's crazy because it's like you have, and they're gonna both do well, and they're fucking right there.
Yeah, they're the exact same, and everyone has
Well,
their spot.
bro,
It's like-
but I also think sometimes people cafe hop,
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
and they do make a little bar crawl out of it.
Slots are cold in here today.
Yeah, literally.
We gotta
And-
go.
and
Gotta
if
go
you-
up the street.
You notice like everyone has like a beer limit, like just like a 3 or 4 beer limit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Like I see the signs everywhere, like 4 beer max or something. So it's like I bet you they do their beers there, and then they just move on
I
to the
wonder if
next
that's
one.
like a law or is it
I bet
like
you-
some strategy?
Honestly, I bet you that it is some kind of law because literally everyone I've seen has like some kind of sign like that.
Probably is. Probably something like whereas if you aren't like an actual like sit down bar establishment or like serve
Mhm.
food or something like that, who knows? All those different fucking weird laws in place. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's strange though because I've I've like been around people that like are day hoppers like that, like slot hoppers or whatever term you want to call them.
Slot slut.
But dude, they are like a slot slut. They are like super fucking like weird about things. They'll be like, "Oh no, I never play that."
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
dude.
That one's
It's the red machine.
yeah.
That's
I never play that machine. That one just takes all your money. Or this one hits real well. I'm like, you're delusional.
Or like it'll be a pack. Like they take a new friend with them, and then it's a packed house, and there's only one empty seat, and they're like, "Oh man, you don't want to take number 1. It never wins.
never hits.
Like-
Number one never hits.
Don't want to take that one.
It's I've never like whenever I've gone to the casino, I don't play slot machines. Like I'm a table game
Blackjack.
guy. Yeah, blackjack, whatever. I like to do roulette sometimes, but the last couple times I've gone, I've played some slots because that's what Brooke likes to play, and she fucking hits on them every time
Some
we're there.
people, it's nuts.
I don't get it.
I don't
she
either.
she hits on the ones at the casino, and then she hits on the fucking DraftKings virtual slots all the time.
Really?
See, that's even crazy.
That
I know,
blows my
because like
See, like virtual slots, that scares me too because it's like, man, this could be. Well, I guess the real ones could be so rigged too. But it's like, man, see, like slot machines, it blows my mind that people ever win on them.
I have friends that it seems like they win like huge amounts, but obviously you don't see what they put in, which is also very large.
Right.
But they all play Keno. And I've played Keno a couple of times. Like, fuck this. I'm not doing this anymore.
The one I see people playing a lot is that Caveman Keno.
Oh, they all play Caveman. Yeah.
Why?
I play,
like why is that though?
I play the regular slot games.
I don't know. Like,
I see. Like, and I was never one to be like, oh, this is addicting. This is so much fun. But there is a slot at the casino. It's Wheel of Fortune. That shit is fun as fuck. And I'm like, man, why does this cost money? Because I would just play this with like virtual currency all day. It's
just play this with your Bitcoin.
Yeah, like I wish I could just play that all day. It truly is that much fun.
You should be like, hey, do you know where I can just play this actual game? Like, can I just buy this game on my phone?
Buy the game and just play it, please.
When we were on like a casino little stage there for a while.
Question mark.
Yeah. And I really wouldn't.
Everyone went through that stage, I'm telling you.
I never played. But for some reason, I enjoyed being like the little blackjack hype man.
I only went a couple times.
Behind like Chance.
Behind,
behind like Chance or Mason or whatever and just kind of watching and having a good time. But I can see how, like, especially if you're like having a good night, how hard it is to just be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Especially if you have some alcohol in your bloodstream going on. You know what I mean? I don't know.
When we went to, like, it's been a long time since I've been up on the blackjack tables. When we were all in Detroit for the hockey fest, went over and played some blackjack, I was done so fast.
Really?
Yeah. I probably played like 5 hands and my money was gone.
You're like, oh, I'm done.
I didn't like hit on a single one.
I didn't play any gaming at all.
You didn't?
Weekend, no.
I'm trying to think who I was playing blackjack with that night.
Single dollar. We were in a casino, a good portion of the time.
A good, yeah. I think it was me.
Mason's he likes blackjack.
Yeah, I think it was me, Mace, and
could have been the Schwarf.
PJ. Definitely was with PJ when we were playing.
That's fun.
I don't think it was the Schwarf.
I don't know. I don't know, you never know what the Schwarf is out there doing.
I mean, wild card. That was a pretty cool casino, to be honest.
Dude, it was cool.
That was nice. And our breakfast we had that one morning was pretty good.
For any of those of you listening, if you need a place to eat, the only place you're going to be able to eat at is the freaking casino.
Yeah. Seriously.
I was too hungover, and I was like, we got to play in a fucking hour and a half. I'm not going. I think I was the only one.
That's right. You were the only one that didn't
Dude,
go.
it was very good.
Took a 45-minute nap instead.
Yeah, if you're trying to get breakfast before 11 a.m.
Literally before 11 a.m.
in Detroit.
That's the only place. Yeah, that's the only place you can eat.
Or pizza after 12.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get that either.
Don't get pizza late at night or you might die.
I hope that. I hope they got good pizza over there because it's. because you might die getting it.
I laughed because I drove by Pizza Hut the other day, and there's a big sign that says Detroit style pizza now here or whatever, and I was like, oh no,
never going there.
That's like
PTSD.
That's hilarious, dude. I didn't even put that together. Who was I talking with like a week before we were leaving for that trip? And I was like, oh, we got to get some authentic Detroit style pizza. We're going to be right in the heart of Detroit. There's nothing around.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to get pizza. The cop wouldn't even tell us where to get it. He's like, you just go home or you're going to die.
He's like listen,
what?
Hey, you take 2 blocks and turn left. There's a really good pizza joint. But there's one stipulation. You have a 50-50 chance of survival.
You might not make it.
You might not make it out.
For the future, where is the pizza?
Yeah.
Can we wake up and go to the
Can you
fucking
tell me
pizza?
where it is for the daytime at least?
It might be like you know how like in the Great Gatsby they had like you had to walk through like the convenience store to get to that big like VIP party. Maybe all the pizza places are like that. It's like secretive. You got to walk through the 7-Eleven and knock on the back left door to be like, hey, can I get some pizza?
Y'all got some authentic Detroit style pizza back here.
It's like the Prohibition,
You
except
have to be in the fucking mob to get it out here. Jesus Christ.
it's like the Prohibition, but of pizza. Like you have to be discreet about it.
Yeah, the speakeasies. Pizza speakeasies.
So, I know we all 3 probably watched just moving on a little bit. The House of Dragons trailer,
Yeah.
teaser trailer. What do we think about it?
Sucked me right back in.
Yeah, it's a shame. I'm right back into. Can't wait.
As soon as I saw like just that dark vibe, with the white hair, I was like, oh, I'm back. I'm just so excited.
Dude, did you see the there was like a news article or something a few weeks ago before this teaser came out. It said there's going to be like 30 something different dragons in this show.
Yeah.
That's legit.
That is pretty cool.
I'm very excited to see some dragons because really we didn't get, in the grand scheme of it all, like we didn't get a lot of dragon action.
No, they murdered 2 of them.
Yeah.
Just for, I don't know.
Stupid.
Just to do it,
Stupid.
I guess. I don't know. I am extremely excited, though, for this show.
When's it supposed to come out? I wasn't.
2022 is all it said.
Do you think they'll like explore the different families at all, or like even like Easter eggs, or do you think it'll just be about like total Targaryen?
I don't know. That's a good question because I mean it's just a trailer, but it literally would just look like straight Targaryen the whole time.
So it's based off of the Fire and Blood books, which is their Targaryen history books, basically. And I have a good feeling. We don't know how many seasons this is going to go, but I have a good feeling that probably the first season might just be like, if we're it depends on how far north we're talking. Like, are we talking the Starks? I feel like we might not see any Starks,
and that would
in
kind
the
of
first
that would
season.
kind of make sense,
right? But I feel like there's probably going to be like mentions of them and stuff. They're going to mention other houses.
That would be,
and
cool.
they're probably going to show. They're going to show the Blackfires, like the Blackfires are like Targaryen bastards or something like that. They're going to show houses that are close to King's Landing, probably. But I don't know if we'll go all the way north. Maybe that'd be sick because I love the Starks. But I bet depending on how many seasons we go, they'll start to explore. I could just, you know what I mean? Like, they'll probably wait to see what the reception is after the first season. Like,
for sure.
do they want to keep it going?
Could we get a little Bran like warg action?
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Just real quick,
I mean, we're doing the same thing as we did for the show. Probably not, but
we really are.
But it would be cool.
It's fun though.
Has there ever been a show that gets speculated on as much as Game of Thrones or that world?
No, I would say not.
I would agree. It sucks because like
you're
right, dude. All the fan theories that you hear and you're like, oh my god, that has to happen,
dude. But that's what's sweet about now. Like, I'd say specifically like Jon Favreau doing all this shit with Star Wars and Marvel stuff. They like answer to like fan theories now.
Yeah.
And like I think that is awesome.
It is awesome. I have to agree.
Not like exactly what the fan theory is, but a lot of like fan theories, they do like little shit that people said. Like, I literally think the Luke Skywalker thing in Mandalorian was from a fan theory.
It was awesome.
Like, I was like, I literally think they saw all the fan theories of like Luke Skywalker showing up, and then like they're like, let's fucking do it.
And I kind of asked because obviously it's about the Targaryens, but me and Zarly before we're talking about the Sopranos prequel that we just watched.
Yeah.
And I like this movie's been coming out for like years, so I've researched it from back then. But all these people, like, it's not about like the Sopranos per se. It's kind of more of like more about other stuff or other people. And everyone was like, it's not even fucking about Tony Soprano. Like, no shit. Like, that's the fucking point. Like, so many people that hated it so much, that's what they said. And it's because like the last preview, it was all about Tony. Like, that's all that they looked at.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of.
Is that with the kid, like the younger Tony, or is that something else?
Yeah, it's the guy who played Tony Soprano. His son is playing him.
Oh, that's
in the movie,
that's
which
sweet.
Is sweet. And he died like a few years ago, more than a few years ago.
Not sure how long it's been. Maybe like 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Oh, so the guy. I'm sorry, I'm just not a Sopranos.
No,
I'm not. So the guy that played Tony Soprano died.
He did. Yeah.
Okay.
James
and then his son played. That's
and
cool.
His son played him.
That's,
he looks a lot like
that's
him.
really.
Does.
That's
So
actually
he does
really
look
cool.
A lot like him. It was. I thought the movie was good.
I did too.
But I was a little disappointed in some of the weird decisions to fuck up the timeline. I didn't understand that, but the movie was good. It was.
Yeah, I don't know why people are so harsh in it. I mean, anything that's done like that where you I mean, it's been years and years. You get to like go back and be in that world. I thought it was sweet.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show's been done for a fucking long time.
I mean, that's just it sucks, but that's kind of just the way it is. Like people go into these things with these unreal,
Yeah,
which
I agree.
I stop like at like I'm learning to like slow my roll on things, but like people go in with like unreal expectations and then it doesn't happen and
Yeah,
they're
but,
like,
like-
oh fuck.
But are we actually slowing our rolls? Are you actually?
I-
'Cause,
honestly,
let's
yes.
think about the Spider-Man
That's
movie
but
coming out.
that's what I was gonna say. Like I am seeing all these things with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and I'm like, this will be awesome if they're in it. But I'm still going in thinking like,
They're not going to be
if
in
they're
it.
not in it, it's not gonna make me not like the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, I'm the opposite.
I-
They better be in it or I'm
No,
gonna be pissed.
yeah, no, I really want them to be in it, and I truly do believe they are in it
Yeah,
now after
I
all this
think
shit
they
that
are
I've been
too.
seeing. But like, I'll be okay. I want them to, but I will be okay if they're not.
I guess that's probably how the Game of Thrones creators felt, because obviously like season 8 was done, and like everyone's going nuts, like all these theories. And can you imagine they're sitting there like, oh okay,
Yeah,
you'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
you have no clue. You have no idea.
yeah.
Probably. But to kick back to Star Wars real quick, I think I truly think that 2022 has the potential to be like the biggest year for Star Wars ever.
Dude, Star Wars. Okay, I'd even say these next few months and 2022, Marvel and Star Wars, like it's like the biggest.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff. It's crazy. Like,
I mean, we have a lot of Star Wars shows coming out.
yeah,
Book of Boba.
that's December.
Yeah, that's December.
And then Kenobi, it's supposed to come out early 2022. And I think they're waiting on, they've done really well. There's been no leaks, no nothing. Like, I think there'll be on some big day, there'll be a big reveal of like the first trailer of it. That's what I think. I mean,
And what's that supposed to be about?
It's
Like at what time
oh,
period?
dude, it's right after Revenge of the Sith. It's in between Revenge of the Sith and Episode 4.
Oh, that's sick.
And it's Obi-Wan, like Obi-Wan's the main character, and then Darth Vader's in it, and the original Anakin is playing Darth Vader.
Okay, I
So
did
it's-
see that part.
So it's like it's
That's
huge, at least for me. Like it's so big. Like I think Kenobi will be like the highest money-making Star Wars.
I think so too.
You know what I mean?
Because it's technically we
yeah.
we talked about
No
this
doubt.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now, like when it was first announced. But if you break down, because it's going to be a mini series, it's not like a
Yeah.
continued show. It's gonna be like a limited.
Which
series.
I honestly I like that.
Me too. I'm a big fan of limited
Yeah.
series like that. But if you break down the timeline or like the amount of time that's in the miniseries, it equates to like what? Probably like 2.5 movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Right?
another basically
close
another
to a
trilogy.
depending.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fucking awesome.
yeah.
I-
It's just it's not, in my opinion, right? It's not talked about enough right now. Like no one has been talking about it or anything, and it's like it's gonna be freaking huge.
It's gonna be. It's definitely my most look forward to thing
Oh,
for
yeah.
2022.
And like we're almost forgetting about it because there's all this other stuff that they're
we
announcing.
have
And
a lot to look forward to show wise in 2022. I mean, multiple Star Wars shows. There's going to be an Ahsoka show, season 3 of Mando, Kenobi. They're going to do that Knights or what is it? It's about the like New Republic.
yeah, I forget what it's called,
just
but I know
like
what you're talking about.
basic people. But then we got like Stranger Things. I think is going to be 2022. Which I mean, holy shit! Been waiting for that forever.
Yeah, the kids are about to be like not kids at all.
They're not kids. I'm not sure when filming wrapped for that season, but you got to think it's probably going to be the last season.
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause you're right. They're not kids.
Yeah, maybe it'll lead it. I don't know. Maybe they'll just keep going on as
I
adults.
wouldn't mind. Yeah, just have them be teenagers. Fuck it. But what's his face is a teenager in the show. My favorite character.
Yeah, freaking
what
what's
the
his
fuck's his name?
Steve, right?
Yeah, Steve.
Steve Harrington,
Steve.
Barrington,
awesome.
one of them. But Bubba watched Squid Game. Zarly, you need to get on.
I have not.
Dude, it's so good.
It was good. Did you watch it dubbed or did you watch in Korean with subtitles?
Is that dubbed? Is that with English?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
dubbed.
yeah, that's the default in America. So I did both. I watched it dubbed like the first episode, then the rest I listened to it in Korean.
Really?
So, yeah, because it was like off. Did that bother you?
I think at first because I was like, this is weird, but then I just kind of.
I mean, like, so like they would say stuff in English, and then the subtitle would read something else.
Oh, really?
So it was like there was something lost in transition or translation. And
Oh,
I was like,
didn't
I can't
know
deal
that.
with that. Yeah.
Well, no, I only had the English. I didn't have the subtitles. I didn't have
Oh, I
subtitles
gotcha.
on, so I was just listening to them talk.
So when
in
I
English.
turned it on, it had both.
Okay.
So they dubbed the show like an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put English voices over the footage.
Over the
Yes.
Korean, yeah.
Oh wow.
And I guess that's like a big dispute among people or like arguing about it, but
Oh my.
I wouldn't argue. Like I don't care, but
I mean, realistically, what they were like saying they should have kept it Korean. Right?
yeah.
I understand.
But like,
I
you
guess
don't know
I
fucking Korean, and you
yeah,
want to be like looking.
I guess
which I did the whole time.
I guess I could maybe understand, but also, it had to have made the show more money that you could watch it in English.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that would just be like, I'm not doing this.
It's like in 90 countries. It's like the #1 show in 90 different countries.
Whoa. It's like the #1 Netflix, or on track to be the #1 Netflix show ever.
I think it already is.
That's
And
crazy.
Did you see the backstory about that? Like the creator?
Yeah, they
He's
they
had it for like 10 years,
Yeah.
and everyone said no.
they
until
kept
Netflix,
turning him
Yeah,
down.
which is
Like
wild.
that's one of the greatest comeback stories of all time.
Yeah.
This dude gets turned down for 10 years, and then they finally Netflix agrees to it, and then now it's just the biggest show ever.
I don't even think it's that crazy of a concept to have been rejected for 10 years either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Because it's out there.
it's something that could have been probably on 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
Definitely 5
Yeah.
5 years ago. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know why. There's definitely worse things.
yeah. Like
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why did they
I've watched
reject
a lot
that?
of them, probably, yeah.
Dude, maybe because it's secretly true. Maybe they really have those things going on.
Maybe.
Rich people are crazy.
I liked it, though. I thought it was good.
Oh yeah. Like, part of me would enjoy a second season, but part of me is like, this is just great how it is. Like, we don't need any more.
Yeah, we'll see. That's usually not the move,
No.
but yeah.
And then it gets ruined, and we're
Yeah.
like, oh, we're tired of it.
is it anything like MXC?
I don't know what
Remember
that
that
is.
shit?
It is a little like
Gonna say,
MXC.
it's got to be a little like it.
Now that you say that.
Did you ever watch MXC?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
no.
it's great. So it was like Wipeout. It's like an
Yeah.
Asian Wipeout,
Okay.
but
And it was dubbed.
yeah, they made an American version, and like Adam Carolla, like they dubbed it, but it was like comedy. Like they would
Yeah.
say stupid
It's
shit.
just like ridiculous stuff over the footage.
Do you want to know something funny about dubbing shit? I don't remember what the show was. It was on TV when I was a little kid. And like, it might have been like Jackie Chan or like him playing in something. I don't know. And it was dubbed to English. And I was thinking to myself, like, this is crazy, like how their mouths move when they speak English. Like, I thought it was actually them. I thought it was actually them speaking English, and that's just what they did. And I was
That's funny.
like, this is insane right now. You know what I mean?
Because it's all like,
And I'm like, dude, like, their mouths are moving, but they're not saying anything. Like, you know how, like, they'll finish a sentence, but their mouths keep going,
Keep
and you're
going.
like, what's happening right now? Like, that's so weird. But now, the more you know.
MXC was like dangerous. Like it was like imagine like Wipeout, but they're like falling, like breaking their neck, and
Yeah,
like Adam
like-
Carolla said stupid shit over it.
the one, I loved the one where it was pretty much on every episode where they got to try to make it from one side to the other of a pond. And
Oh,
there's
and-
stones.
And some are like
Some will
they're
just
like chained,
sink.
so they
Yeah.
fall. Yeah.
Oh my god, some of the falls on that are just like, oh my lord, like break some ribs or something.
Oh, God.
It's crazy.
And they had I forget what's his name, Pierre Ledouche.
Yeah,
It was like a French
Guy
voice.
Ledouche.
Guy Ledouche.
Guy
yeah.
Ledouche.
That's what it was.
It was Ken, because the one guy would always be like, "Right, you are Ken."
Yeah.
I forget their names.
The
Funny
the
shit. though.
captain. Yeah. they have a
It's
good
on.
show.
It's free on Prime.
I've seen a few episodes.
Yeah, I watched a few recently too. That show is great.
So I saw on I think it was KFC Radio today, like a picture on their Instagram. It was a good question, and I thought it'd be a good right after this conversation. It's a good question. It was: would you rather have a Netflix documentary about your life or a Disney movie about your life?
Cool.
I know my answer. I'm going Netflix documentary because like those Netflix documentaries. I love Disney. You guys know I'm a Disney guy, but Netflix documentaries like freaking hit. There's
Yeah.
so many really good Netflix
I probably agree.
documentaries. You know what I
Do a
mean?
lot of shit in my life though.
Yeah.
Have some
I'll have
subject
to
material.
I'll have to get on doing some exciting shit to have a Netflix documentary, but I don't know. There's something about a Netflix documentary.
I probably got to go with the Netflix documentary too, just because it can be uncut.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Oh, that's a good point.
my life should be made into like a cheerful Disney movie. I mean, that'd be great, but it's gonna be a lot of lies.
Yeah.
Not to say that I have a bad life,
No.
but like, if you're gonna portray
yeah.
my life, like
Disney movies
how
are
you
very
gonna, how you gonna show
cookie-cutter.
my college years on
Yeah.
Disney? Not happening.
Yeah. So we're all in agreement.
Have you seen any good ones? Like I don't know if I've seen a Netflix documentary in a long time.
Well, it's I feel like the ones I like are usually just like a few episodes, like that. The one I really freaking liked, it may have been just one episode or two episodes. It's called American Murder.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, it's just this murder story.
What was the pizza bomb one? Did you see that
The
one?
Pizza Bomber. Is that what it's called?
Where
Right?
they strapped the thing to the pizza man's neck,
Yeah.
and they made the
That one was really good.
Dude, what
that
about
story's crazy.
Nuts.
one of the
And
craziest?
it was in Erie. Like
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say, it
never
was
watched
close.
that. I never watched. I know the story, but I never watched that
You
one.
need to watch it. Yeah.
They made a movie, which it got a lot of flack, and it's literally it's Jesse Eisenberg, and
Oh, really?
they made a movie about that story, but
Mine
but
something. It's something about the mines. The,
the
title.
the guys that made the movie like denied that was what it was based off of, and it's like,
Really?
dude, it's like how could you just come up with that story? It was clearly based off of that, but I don't. Was the Aaron Hernandez one on Netflix?
Yeah.
That one was a good one.
I
Don't
didn't
fuck
see
with
that.
cats.
I won't
Dude,
watch that
that
one.
shit-
You told me.
Because really, the title was very deceiving because it's not really about cats at all, except one little tidbit of it.
Yeah,
That one was nuts.
yeah. I remember you telling me about that.
And
one.
then what was the other one? Like Making a Murder. You guys ever get into Making a Murder? It's that docu-series.
That's a series. No, I never got into it, but it was
Dude,
huge.
intense.
The Fire Festival one.
That one's
See, I need
That's
to
a good
watch
one.
that
yeah.
one
You need to
too.
watch it. They're just so interesting. Like
There's a relatively new one. I think it's Netflix. The Biggie Smalls one.
yeah,
Oh, that's
I
That
didn't
one was
even
really
watch
good.
that one.
I
But
watched
yeah,
that one a few months ago. It was good.
I know there's
There's
bunch of others.
more that I've watched on there, dude. There was Netflix docs on there from like the OG days of Netflix
Yeah.
that are still on there. Like the Cocaine Cowboys one has
Mhm.
always been on there. Oh fuck!
I know there's so
many.
many. Here, keep talking. I'm gonna look up Netflix documentaries.
Fuck what?
Top.
I don't know. The Firefest one is really
Yeah.
good though. If you haven't seen that one,
Yeah,
It's
I've just seen the
fucking-
memes of the one guy
it's
and the meals and shit that they did.
Oh yeah, like that. The Social Dilemma. That
That one's
yeah.
really good.
like shit. Like there's so many good ones like that. Let's see. I want to find like the best Netflix documentaries like ever.
I almost brought that up when we were talking about fucking social media and how it sucks. That social dilemma, it's nuts.
It is because it's like true because you
It's all
you start thinking about it and you're like, dude, like this is right. Like, you get so sucked into your phone. It's
What
like,
about the breaking crime news of the week? Did you see that?
Nope. Lay it on us.
Someone claimed that they know who the Zodiac killer is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
oh wait, I did not see.
You didn't
this.
see that at
Oh,
all?
Okay, I love Zodiac killer stuff. Let me
So
lay it on me.
I'm not the best because I don't know the whole story, but it's some like ex FBI, like this group of dudes somewhere claim that and it's like facial structure. Like they claim he has the same, this Gary guy, he has the same facial structure and he killed somebody and they linked him because of DNA. So they believe that that person was killed by the Zodiac killer. but there's no direct DNA evidence to prove that he's a Zodiac killer. And you know what the big kicker is? He died in 2018.
Of course.
So even like if it's him, yeah.
Even if it's him. Well, isn't that what they most people say that the Zodiac killer is probably dead?
Yeah, because he'd be old.
Yeah.
But and then the last thing, I forget what they were called. Whatever he would send like the police to like dog on him, and they could never find him out. There was one of them where, obviously I don't know if this is true, but they claim that if you take his full name, all the letters of his, because it's like a 3-part name, out, that you can decipher it. It makes sense.
Really?
So that's why they think too he's a Zodiac killer. So I'll definitely have to look more into it because I love that stuff too.
Yeah, we need like definitive evidence to say it's him. I'd be pumped if they solved that.
I mean, can you imagine what year was that?
Was it in the 70s, right? Yeah. I mean, like long time ago. Unsolved stuff like that is very intriguing. Like that one comes to mind all the time. And then who was the they've never found his body.
DB Cooper, that guy.
No, he was not in the mob, but a mob affiliate.
Oh shoot! They think he's like under a football field.
Yeah, they think he's like under Giant Stadium.
Ah, shoot.
Fuck, what's his name?
I don't know.
How am I blanking on this?
Tony Rigatoni?
No. Hey, no. They just made a movie about him, The Irishman.
I never watched The
Hoffa.
Irishman.
Hoffa, yeah.
Oh,
Jimmy
okay.
Hoffa, yeah.
See, like, yeah, I love all that stuff. You could just go in a rabbit hole.
Yeah, honestly, like that's the same like this Brian Laundrie stuff.
I was
It's
gonna
just-
say,
it's
if
got
we
the
found
ma-
the
it's got the makings of-
Yo, have you guys seen like the latest TikTok police?
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
It is. I love it though.
See, about this like hands moving in the
Yes.
garden or whatever. Yeah, I don't
So
know if
like
that's
now
true.
there's like people have been spying on his family with drones or whatever. So like, dude, his parents are out gardening. I love this theory. I don't care if it's crazy and
Oh,
far fetched.
God.
They're out gardening, and like there's this little pad here, and it literally looks like his mom is like doing whatever, and like a hand comes out, and she hands him something, and it goes back down, and I'm like, dude, they're literally hiding him in their fucking yard.
You know, there's like an FBI
I love
data
it.
guy that now he has to like zoom into that and
Dude,
like, fix
I
the
love
whole
it, though.
video.
There's just someone. This is on video.
Yes, here I'll show it
Please,
to you.
I have to see this.
You're gonna be like,
What I
don't
saw
know.
today was
It's
some
tough.
guy in Tennessee said he saw him.
Oh, really?
Saw that today.
Hold on,
Said he's like 100% saw him.
See, that's the problem though. All these leads. I mean, everybody's gonna claim they saw him, and hopefully they do, but it might hurt.
The one picture that was going around like last week, and people are like, "That is him. Oh, 100% him." I'm like, that looks nothing like him. Like,
Here we go. It's look.
and we're watching her gardening. And
Or
then-
watch. Wait, right? It's like right there. Dude, it looks like a freaking hand to me.
I
I'm
haven't seen
sticking
it
with that
closely.
one. I'm sticking with TikTok. My TikTok squad. It literally looks like she's like handing him something in like a fucking hole.
Well, that would be cool. Like, was it Hussein that they pulled out of a fucking hole somewhere?
Yeah, because it's like
East?
where like it's such an obvious
'Cause they're
place.
helping him somehow.
Oh, they have to
yeah,
be.
he's somewhere.
what is that? If it's not a hand,
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
What the fuck?
We'll have to get a clip of this, and we'll have to show the
The
people
internet
here.
is so weird.
But it's like the
That's-
craziest shit to me.
How do we figure this stuff out?
But then it like we've talked about it before, and it's like we have average Joes figuring out the stock market, finding freaking Brian Laundrie, but then like the FBI can't find him.
Yeah.
It makes you just wonder everything. You know what I mean?
I'm
It's like,
sorry. Like if he is underneath his parents' garden, it's gonna be the biggest fucking revelation ever.
And I mean,
know.
that's what I'm saying. The TV footage is gonna be like a helicopter watching,
Like-
pull it out.
Like
Be
what? Yeah,
great.
like what if everything they've been doing has just been all of distraction to because like they checked into that campsite and all this stuff. They're just
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just leading the
trail.
FBI on cold trails, and he's in the backyard. He's in the garden.
Do you think?
He's in the garden,
do you think?
I know.
Do you think dogs go in the garden?
dude. I want Dog the Bounty Hunter to be the one that catches him so badly.
So fucking bad.
Dude, America would erupt.
They would, man, because like he hasn't even been like
Yeah.
in the media in how long?
You're gonna see dog asking people next door if they could just start tunneling under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, hey guys,
He's
like,
gonna hit metal when it's gonna be a big thing.
Yeah.
I just want it to be on camera, like if he catches him and see if he actually pulls the same old like dog shtick that he did in the show, where like he sits him down, gives him a cigarette,
You want a cig, bro?
you could change your life around. But like, no, dude, this guy's the subject of like the one of the biggest murder cases like ever, like in a long
Tackles him,
time.
Scrapes
Talk-
his fucking face off the ground.
Talk about a freaking Netflix documentary.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I said it last week, and I'll say it again. I'm so ready for that Netflix doc, like whenever it comes out.
That'd be like some crazy like Tiger King shit. Like
the climax of him
the
getting pulled out
dog.
of
I
the
want it to
garden.
be
Yeah.
I
The
want it to be
dog
like
pulling him
fucking
out.
crazy shit though, like where they do end up like linking him to the double homicide out there too.
Oh yeah.
Like just like
what
ba-
like find out what happened.
basically like the Aaron Hernandez story. How they ended up like linking him to a double homicide
Yeah,
that like
crazy.
they hadn't solved in so long. Like all those pieces of the puzzle just like all came together somehow. I love shit like that.
yeah.
I'd love to be a detective.
Me too.
Oh.
Watching The Wire, I thought that too. I would love to
Yeah.
do that.
You ever watch True Detective?
Oh,
man.
so
dude,
good.
that show.
We talked.
Yeah.
We
Oh
touched
my
on
God.
it, but didn't really get into it.
Dude,
last week.
yeah. I mean, just
So good.
just the first season, but like those two are just incredible together.
I'm watching season 3 right now. Season 3
really?
is really fucking good.
See, I didn't go.
I don't even
past, 'cause
think I
heard
tried-
The second season
yeah.
wasn't very good.
I didn't like the second season at all. I didn't even finish it because I was like, I don't like this.
really.
Second season is way different from the first.
Yeah.
Like way different. But I have a theory that if it was named anything other than True Detective, it would have gotten very
Probably,
good
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
because it just couldn't live up to the first. In my opinion, and I don't have a lot of people that agree with me, I really like season 2 as well. Not as much season 1. Season 1's great, but I still really like season 2. And season 3 goes back and it's more along the lines of season 1.
Really?
So I think
Okay.
if you liked season 1, watch season 3.
Who's in season 3?
It's that what Ollie
Yeah,
Mahershala
Ali,
or whatever.
the-
Mahershala, yeah. I
The
said
two
it backwards.
cops, it's Mahershala Ali and Stephen Dorff. And they both kill it. Follows
think
3 timelines.
Is it-
First timeline set in the 80s, then the 90s, and then present day.
Oh, definitely. Because the first season, I mean, it blew me away.
Yeah.
And I almost like it was so dark at one point. I was like, I don't know if I could do this, but then I went through and it's so good.
Dude, I rewatched season 1 like often. I love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
It just came out last weekend, a new, weird, different kind of movie. It's like detective-y. It's called The Guilty with Jake Gyllenhaal. And it's
And
weird.
He's always so good too.
Oh, dude, this dude's incredible. So he's like you don't know why the whole movie, but like he was a police officer, but like something happened, so he was just working like the 911 phone calls,
Oh, okay. I did see like
and
a
literally
preview or whatever.
the whole movie, the majority of the whole movie is like him in like one spot. That's the camera angle.
Really?
It's like him in this one chair the whole time, and you're like, that sounds dumb, but
I've seen that work.
But
well.
the phone conversation, it ends up being this long thing he's trying to figure out. It's like intense. It was an hour and a half, and I was like on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Damn.
And
What's
you
it on?
Netflix.
Oh, I need to watch that.
I think it's a Netflix original.
The
and, like,
Guilty, you said.
The Guilty. So it's Jake Gyllenhaal, and then there's a couple big actors that are just the voices. Like Ethan Hawke is one of the guys he talks to on the phone a lot.
Ethan Hawke, man. What a name drop.
Yeah,
What the fuck? I haven't seen him in anything in forever.
I know. Bill Burr's in it for like a second, but like it's very intense. If you like detective shit and like crazy thriller stuff like that, oh man, it's insane.
You know, this is off topic, but it just reminded me. So I'm sure we've all seen Lone Survivor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And Mark Wahlberg's character, like that guy in real life, he's the only one left from that
Yeah.
squad. Did you know that like there's a 911 recording out there like people
I've heard
killed
it. Yeah.
his dog,
Yeah.
like in the middle of the early morning hours. Like people just shot his dog, and it was the dog
Like in America, like at home,
at
like in
home. Yeah,
America.
like this was after all that. And it was the dog that they gave him, like the United States gave him this dog as like,
oh my God,
kind of like, I don't know if you want to say a reward, but they gave him this dog to be like his
therapy
dog, basically, for everything he went through from the act, like from
and
what
then
happened
it
in
gets
that movie.
killed.
And he named the dog after his
Oh my
his
gosh.
squad mates.
God, that gave me
And
chills.
yeah, people just came and shot his dog, and he chased them the fuck down
Really?
like
And,
a badass.
and he's talking to like the operator the
Yeah.
whole time, and she's like, "Sir, we don't want you to pursue it." He's like, "No, I'm like,
Yeah, he's
this is
like-
my name."
he's
He's
like-
like, "I'm gonna fucking pursue."
He's like,
Yeah.
no, they fucking killed my dog. He's like, they killed my fucking dog, and they got guns. There's 3 of them. And she's like, well, are you armed? He's like, yeah, I have 2. He says something like, I got 2 like Beretta something on my passenger seat or something like that. And she's like, well, how fast are you going? He's like, 120 miles an hour.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
like on not the highway. They're not on the highway. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, and she's like, sir, like, we don't want you to get hurt. And he eventually, like, he doesn't name drop himself, but eventually he's like, ma'am, I'm a former U.S. Navy SEAL or something like that. He's like, I'm going to be fine. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. He's like, just get your cops like on to catch up with the scene. Like,
Dude, that's
it's
crazy.
crazy.
I need
Marcus
to look.
Luttrell, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what
Marcus
his name is.
Luttrell, yeah.
Marcus Luttrell. The whole 911 recording is on, I think, YouTube. I listened to it recently.
I need to watch that.
It is intense.
Badass.
Damn.
It's just fucking sad, dude. Like everything he went through, and like that dog, and like
I didn't know.
it was
that
random too. It like
backstory.
wasn't a targeted thing. Like this, the people didn't know who he was. They were fucking just assholes that decided to shoot a dog. It's fucked
Jeez.
up.
That is fucked up.
Did you listen to his Rogan?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Very
no, but I
intense.
want to.
Very good.
Because he said even more shit like happened. Like there's worse stuff that happened to him out there
Oh, I
than was in the
bet.
movie.
Yeah. Folk.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Well, you guys got anything else? We're a little over an hour.
I had one other thing on my list, but we don't have to talk about it because I really don't know the full details on it. I just want to say I'm like extremely disappointed once again that there was a massive oil spill that's just killing
Animals.
animals.
I'm glad I didn't know that about that, but now
Yeah,
I do.
Huntington Beach, California.
Oh man.
Bunch of birds and fish just keep washing up on the shore.
We suck.
Can we get our shit together? With
Yeah, we
fucking,
suck.
Fucking oil spills in the ocean. Come on.
What was the reason of that? Human
I don't know.
error? Or did something just burst?
I don't know. Got to look into it. That's why I said we don't have to talk
Yeah.
about
We'll
it. 'cause I
touch
don't-
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much information.
look at
I
it
just,
next
I'm
week.
just disappointed.
Dang, that does
Shit
suck.
sucks. But I think it's been a time.
Yeah, it's been a time. Yeah. You can follow Jake at all of his stuff. I can't Y'all, you guys know what it is. Yeah, and you can follow me at John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. That's John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. I'm on the Juicebox Podcast Twitter. That's at the Juicebox Pod. That's at the Juicebox Pod. Hashtag Milk Gang. You already know. Check out our other podcast, Tobacco Pipe and Hits and Picks. Follow us on Facebook, the Juicebox Podcast. We are not the Diabetes, the Juicebox Podcast.
Follow me on Twitter at Bubba Slider. Follow me on Instagram at the Harry Slider. And then I also write blogs under my full legal name, Harry Slider.
Yes. Speaking of blogs, I wrote my first blog actually.
And it was good.
Yeah,
It was good.
I mean,
I
if-
enjoyed it.
If
You got they were both of yours
Great
were very
picks.
good.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah. Your stuff has all been stellar as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I'm here for the blog game now.
Yeah,
I think
I need
I'm
to
gonna
write
start,
another one.
I think that's my niche, though. I think I'm gonna do like top. I used to have a
Yeah.
reoccurring thing on here, Czar's
Yeah.
top tens. I think I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna make lists.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good
So
thing.
that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, check out my blog stuff too. It's all on. the
That's
Juice-
almost could be almost better in written form. a
Yeah,
list.
no, I agree because
know?
I can not sound like I'm rambling on the
Yeah.
mic. But
Yeah.
yeah, check out our website, thejuiceboxpod.com. That's with a Is it with a THA or is that the
No,
email?
that's just the
That's
email.
the email. The
We got
juiceboxpod.com.
We got the juiceboxpod.com.
Yeah,
so
we
that's
got
good.
that. All right. I'm on Twitter. Fuck. I'm on Instagram at Zarly Price, and I'm on Twitter at PokeZar. That's ZAR.
Z as in zebra, A as in apple, R as in respects, R as in Reebok.
Don't get it twisted.
Bye-bye.
That's fun to do that.